Hello, good people. Welcome to Marriage is a Scam with a cherry on top. This is me, Getrude Mungai, a lifestyle designer of sex and relationship and a marriage crusader. So, I'm here to prove to you that marriage is not a scam. And I hope you're not one of those people who believe it is. I want you to enjoy the cherry on top. Because every marriage has lots of cherries, not just one. So today we're talking about one of the biggest component in our marriage. For it not to be a scam, there's got to be commitment. And what is commitment? Simply put, dry love. You get to a point where you love your partner with no feelings at all. It can't all be about feelings. Yeah, to start with, yes, we need to have feelings. I love him. I have these feelings towards this person. That's why you agree to the proposal. That's why you get married. You walk down the line. You are so in love. Then when reality sinks, when the hand is over, it's just the moon. Or in other words, when those feelings take a beating, what happens? Do you pack your bags and leave? Or do you take to social media screaming, oh, I have been scammed, marriage don't work, all men are dogs and all women are what, cats? Come on, guys. Marriage really is not a scam. Okay? You have to commit to this marriage. And I've said this over and over and over again. Don't just be in love with the person. Be in love with marriage itself. Rules are already set. Once you go down that road, committing will not be an issue. And when do you need to commit? When your partner is the most unlovable. You look at this person, they give you no reason to love them. That's when your commitment has to be strong. We talked about compromise. We talked about communication. Commitment is just important. Many times we get into this marriage, mguu moja ndani mguu moja nje, as in you have a plan B. The minute you start thinking of a plan B, you will never commit to this marriage. Just the thought of I have other options other than being married to you is a lack of commitment. Okay? I hear people saying, oh, marriage is 50-50. Really? I hope you don't believe in that. Yeah? Marriage is 100%. Yes, I agree. And many times I've said marriage 200%. 100% from both parties. You need to show that kind of commitment. So today I want to tell you, marriage is 100%. But it's never 50-50. And this percentage fluctuates. You need to be committed enough to the marriage, to your spouse, so you're able to cover them up. When they're running low, like I said, that's when you really need to up your game when it comes to commitment. And sometimes they don't have to tell you. And sometimes you feel like I'm the only one carrying this marriage. If I drop it, it's over. That's what commitment is about. Yeah, they don't have to tell you, oh, by the way, I'm running low on love. By the way, I'm running low. No. You need to be married to somebody you really know. And when they're running low, you cover them. They don't have to ask you. They don't have to tell you. You don't have to like it. You don't have to feel him. You just cover them. Sometimes your husband can bring 20%. Cover him up. Bring your 80%. Trust me, next time he will cover you up. Sometimes you have nothing. And I can assure you, 25 years in this marriage, sometimes I feel like I have nothing to give. Not only don't I feel like I have nothing to give, I actually have nothing to give. Emotionally, physically, I am so drained. And not because of my husband. because of so many other things. I expect my husband to cover me up. I don't expect him that time to be the snappy, to be the emotional, to be needy, to be the... I have nothing to give. Cover me up, 100%. I need that. So I can breathe in, breathe out. I will come back stronger. Please cover me up. Do you do that for your spouse? It doesn't mean you're weak or they are weak because they're carrying the heaviest load. That's what marriage is about. Commitment, people. Do I have to scream it? So let me be a bit specific, to just show you what I'm talking about. Yeah? Accepting your spouse for who he is. Do you know there's so many things which they will never change, and I'm sure they've tried. But my question is right back to you. Did this just happen? Or did he have these kind of traits before you married them? Are you one of the people who say, if I marry him, it's going to change? Really? Are we still talking about that? I hope not. We've agreed. Whatever it is you don't like, you marry the brother or you marry the lady, multiply by that times 10. Can you handle it? Do you see the red flag? You decided, I just need a ring on it. He needs to put a ring on it and everything is going to change. So there are so many things our spouses can't change. Can we accept them for who they are? It will stress us less and it will give them room to grow. And sometimes you also stop chasing something. You stop asking them to change this and it, just for you to drop it. They wake up one day and they realize, and they change. Or maybe not. Can we just accept them for who they are? And I tell you, I have seen women accepting because they're thinking, the grass is never greener on the outside. I'm going to stay put. I better stick to the devil I know than the angel I do not know. And one of the most painful things is a man whose lifestyle is just multiple women. I have sat down with women and told me, at least he doesn't have affairs. He just has one night stands. He doesn't even remember them the next day. How she got to come across this information? I guess she knows her husband. She decides, I'm committing to this marriage. I'm sticking around. I'm not going anywhere. I will be concerned when I hear he actually paid monthly bills. Then I know I am in trouble. But these two people, he goes drinking. He doesn't come home. I'm thinking, what? Are we actually talking about this? But that's me. Maybe because I'm thinking, I can't, but for her, she is that committed. I'm talking about some serious commitment. Not lateness. Eti amekuchukua late. Eti he's refused to pay for a holiday where you want. I am not talking about those. I'm talking about some real deal breakers. And there are so many men and so many women who have committed. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just have to accept your spouse for who he is or who she is. Okay? Something else I think needs commitment. Kindness. Married people have stopped being kind to one another. There's a lady who told me, even seeing my husband smile in my house is a big deal. Analeta kwa nyumba masura magumu, sura kazi zote, ukicheka na wanawake, watakuchezea. Seriously? A guy like that has no business being married. He says out there, he's so jovial. He talks, he's so kind. You see them rushing to help so many. But for me, what happened? Can kindness start at home? Can it start in your bedroom? Can it start with your spouse? It is so sad when you feel jealous as a spouse because your wife is kinder to other men, to other people, and your husband is kinder to other people and not to you. It's so painful. It's very simple. Be kind. Even when you're arguing, be respectful and kind. Some words once said can never be taken back. And when you realize you have said too much to a point of no return, Just apologize in one way or another. Just apologize. They don't need to hear you or they don't need to believe you, but the fact that you have said you apologize, the healing process begins. Commitment, people. Don't feel scammed, and you're not scammed. Okay? Like I said, love your spouse at their point of need. I think I said this at the beginning. Love them when they're unlovable. Love them when they're at their worst. Love them when they don't deserve it. Love them because it's the right thing to do, because this is your spouse. I'm talking about that level of commitment. Okay? And if you do that because they know they don't deserve it. Do you know when your husband misbehaves and when your wife misbehaves and you show kindness and you love them and you do the right thing, even when you approach matters around that time, it does give them a wake-up call, whether they show it or not. But if you meet them with an iron fist, Shah says, this will blow. No, actually, I'm 100% sure this will blow. Because there are some people who don't accept even when they are wrong. And they actually expect you to go at it. And they are ready. And majority of the marriages, that's how they are. Is it worth it? Is it really worth it? I've met so many women who are separated, some are divorced. So many. And they said, if I only knew better, we could have resolved our issues. We didn't have guidelines. And yes, I've also met women and men who are better off separated and divorced. They had no business being married to each other. It was such a toxic relationship. But I'm saying, your marriage will be happier. And you don't have to endure. Imamba kuvumilia, you can't vumilia every day until when? It will break your back. Okay? Compromise, communicate. Better yet, commit to this process. My name is Getrude Mungai. I'm a lifestyle designer on sex and relationships. Marriage is not a scam, people. It's all about commitment to the process. Be in love with marriage and everything that comes with it. Even the fights, the babies, the sleepless nights, and of course, the multiple orgasms. Follow me. Come to Tetezo Show. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, we agreed. Don't follow me at home. There's a Mr. Mungai waiting somewhere.